Want to give a quick shout out to the flagship sponsor of David Talks Buffs and David Talks Broncos YouTube channel, and that is Profit X, America's #1 sports prediction market. This is peer-to-peer sports prediction where players play against each other, like you and me, instead of a sports book versus the house. You almost always get the best odds on any play that you're looking to make. They operate in over 40 states, including Texas, where I reside. So use the promo code Dave and claim up to $200 in profit cash for all plays in the first 30 days of playing on the site. Terms and conditions apply. Go ahead, click the link in the description, sign up using my promo code Dave on Profit X, and join me on America's #1 sports prediction market. What's going on, guys? We're here to trauma bond, try and make sense. This is going to be a fun one, man. I just got off of my long ass. This was torturous, dude. I told myself, you know what? I think I'll go live for maybe the first half of this game, until we're down 2 possessions, right? Until we're down, dude, we didn't go down 2 possessions until the 20 seconds left in the game, man. 14-0. We blow it again. I don't want to, Russ, I know you got a great rant cooking up right now. But man, it is amazing, dude, how much this team sucks. And dude, they had a 14-point lead. They blow it the second game in a row. Dude, this team had a 14-point lead and didn't cover the spread. That's how bad they suck, dude. So let's go ahead and get into it, Russ. How are you feeling over at the happiest place on earth?
That's right. I'm on vacation at Disneyland, the happiest place on earth, and I get to deal with that game. And watching us go from a 14-0 lead, which we held longer than the BYU game. Like, the defense held out almost the whole half, and then the offense decides they just want to absolutely crap the bed and just start turning over the ball like it's nothing, leaving the defense completely out to dry. And to anybody that's all on the coaches saying they suck, you guys are absolutely ridiculous at this point, okay? You are absolutely ridiculous if you're going to say this is all on coaching. I get it. The call on, the 2-yard line shouldn't be a pass. That's right. It shouldn't. But the play was open if you go watch it, and Salter hesitated throwing that bullet pass. That's on him for hesitating, okay? That's on him for hesitating. And I'd like to say to everybody here who's going to throw out that our defense sucks, 94 yards rushing TCU had. 94, Dave. We outrushed TCU. Not only did we outrush TCU, they only had 275 in passing, and all of that came at the end of the game on their last 2 drives. So you held TCU, then their high-powered offense, which you and I this week, Dave, said, this is going to be like a blowout the other way. It's probably going to be 400 yards. No way the defense keeps us in this game, right? And what happens? The defense does its job this week. The defense does its job this week and does enough. And that offense does that. Like, Dave, if Salter doesn't even throw one of those picks, we probably win that game, or at least in a position to win at the end, rather than having to play from behind and stop them at the very end. Like, what are we talking about? It's absolutely crazy right now. Absolutely crazy. There's one thing that is to blame for this game, and it's 3 turnovers from the quarterback, and everybody needs to stop doing the whole Kaidon Salter's not the problem. Kaidon Salter's not the problem. You guys are going to blame everybody else except for the absolute problem that happened on this one.
Oh, man.
Alan Keith, you cannot win with 4 turnovers to 0, and it's a 1-score game. Are you serious? What does that tell you? What does that tell you?
Yeah, dude, this team and most football teams take on the personality and identity of their quarterback, man. When there's no pressure on, this guy's fine, man. This guy is straight cheeks when you're in a 2-minute situation, when you need to make a drive,
Clutch.
when you need to make a throw, when you need to punch it in, dude. This guy, when the game is really on the line, when he needs to elevate guys, this guy is anti-clutch, dude. And you can't even call. We'll get to the super chats here in a minute. Y'all keep crashing out with us. I love you all. This team is so anti-clutch, and it starts with 3, man. You cannot blame anybody else. I know that play call. I would have just probably run it in there with 8 seconds left. That's what I did.
Twice. I mean, you had a timeout too. So that's where run it in. We don't get that.
Run it in. But we're talking about the execution of this play, dude. This guy cannot throw. This guy doesn't even throw with velocity. That interception to when he was targeting Omari Miller was picked off by 21, the linebacker. That guy hesitated. He hesitated on the throw. He took 2 more steps, then threw a little fluttery ball that the guy could easily grab, dude. This guy throws with no velocity, no anticipation. The only thing that he's connecting on are like one-on-one jump balls to like Omari Miller and Sincere Brown throughout the season, man, or occasionally a wide open rollout where nobody's available. Dude, this guy, and you saw in the second half, Pat Shurmur and Coach Prime had absolutely no faith in putting the ball in his hands because they're running first, second down, then it's 3rd and long, dude. You can't call an offense. You can't call an offense when you have no faith in your quarterback to even do the easy things, man. This guy is terrible. This guy, I mean, this guy's gotten worse. He's gotten worse. And again, what are you losing right now? Benching him. Okay? I've talked about this on Wednesday, man. You had a guy like Sam Neuer who was playing safety that said, you know what? The Buffs don't have a quarterback. I'll play quarterback. That dude was not very good. We had a freshman, Brendan Lewis.
Yep.
You know, waiting in the wings, right? But you know what? We stuck with Sam Neuer throughout that season, went 4-3, went to a bowl game. Coach Dorrell won coach of the Pac-12 coach of the year. We had the offensive player of the year in the Pac-12 as well. But Sam Neuer stayed in the game, dude, because he led. He led this team, even though he wasn't a great quarterback, dude. So when you're a quarterback, when the play is absolutely terrible, plus the guy is not a captain, the guy is not rallying the troops. You don't see him doing that on the sideline. All you see is still bad body language. What is the point of having him out there?
No, there is none. At this point, there is none. We're looking to next year. The season's over for this year. Okay, we'll be lucky to even come close to a bowl game. Although what pisses me off, Dave, is we're in every single game. We are literally quarterback play away from a 5-1 start right now. Maybe even undefeated, as crazy as that sounds. Like, we can say what ifs. I hate doing that, and I talk about it all the time. But we're seriously in these games, and we have no right to be, by the way. Okay, we have no right to be in some of these games. Okay, this TCU one, I'm sorry, we did not have a right to be in this game, but the defense made up for how bad that offense was.
Yeah, they let their nuts hang. They let their nuts hang, and they played with some balls.
Give them their flowers. Give them their flowers, because I keep seeing people keep saying it's the play call. People keep saying, oh, our defense sucks. Yeah, our DBs screwed up several times and got touchdowns on them, but they're still making plays. I mean, at the end of the game, Preston Hodge makes an unbelievable play when he didn't have to. The game's over, and he's still coming through, making that play as best he can. Yes, did they give up the touchdown there? Yes. But we had how many chances to not even have to get to that point? They did what they needed to do. Don't say it's the defense at this point. I get it. The play calling could be better, absolutely, but they're putting them in a position to win, right, Dave? Is that the job of the coach, is to put them in a position to win? And they are, okay? Hey, what did everybody scream last week? Run the ball more. Run the ball more. Guess what? We had 35 rushing attempts, 30.6 yards a carry, 126 yards rushing. Like, we did what we had to do there. It was when we finally needed to put the ball in the hands of our quarterback to make a play. Intercepted every single time.
Yeah. TCU selling out to stop the run in the second half. We couldn't even make them pay with that.
Are we going to even talk about the missed throws on the deep ball that was open on multiple plays? Like, that is play calling, guys. The play calling is suck them in with the run. What did Jordan Seaton say at the beginning of the season that he wanted to see? You set up the pass by running the ball. Guess what we did, guys? We set up the pass by running the ball, gave Kaidon Salter all of the deep shots again, and what does he do? He misses the throw every single time. Every single time he misses the deep throw when they're open and they're there. Every single time. We need someone who can just put it in there. I'm sorry. At this point, yes, Julian Lewis is your only option.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He had 5 or 6 seconds in the pocket, Dave. Salter all game.
I know.
If that's Juju in there, he's going to drop the ball in the bucket. That's what he's good at. That's what he's good at.
Yes. All right. We have to get to some wonderful super chats from some wonderful people.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. We got a lot of people coming in here. I'll try and we'll just go in order. Okay. Booney so random with the $5 over to Russ saying I love CU, but our DBs are trash. He called out the play.
Yes, the sluggo at the end. He did call the play out loud and then ran just one-on-one. Yes, we've said our DBs are trash, and yet somehow we were in that game when we did not need to be. Against a quarterback, by the way, who's pretty darn good, who did not have a good night.
Oh, yeah. No, we were getting to him, man. And again, I mean, I don't know, dude. And with the secondary, it's not like they got a guy like Juju behind there, man. They got a bunch of injuries. Basically, all our backup DBs are hurt right now, so you can't really throw anybody else out there. But, man, sometimes it does still piss me the hell off that we love to blitz and play cover zero in every single fourth down situation. We did that twice today, dude. With our trash DBs, man. And Preston Hodge, dude.
I will say, early in the game, Preston Hodge, that second pass interference that got called him, I don't think that was pass interference to me. It didn't feel like it. The one that he went over the shoulder and got the hand on the ball, like he barely touched him. I've seen way worse. So I thought that was a good play on him. So
was
again,
that the one on the slant?
Yeah, early in the game when things were still good. Yes, the rest of the game I didn't love, but I thought Hodge started the game at least good because, again, he had a terrible game last week. He was getting burnt every play. He started great, but he tailed off, and he got worse and worse and worse as the game.
To a dude who didn't wear gloves as a wide receiver, man. That is diabolical.
That one is bad. Man. That one is bad. Absolutely. Yeah. What else do we got?
Coach Barry, $10, saying, What's up,
Russ? Coach Barry?
Hey, guys, I lost $200 on CU, but overall I gained $100 with my full bets on other games. Good for you, man. Just minimize the pain. I can't watch Salter nor Pat in another game. Welsh needs to be benched for a few games. I don't really think we saw Welsh at all in the second half, which I agreed with.
He did get benched. I think he did get benched after the fumbles.
Yeah, and now technically they weren't fumbles, but they were a split second away from being fumbles. I was saying you bench him and Salter at the half, man. Oh, I'll keep this up here. But, Coach Barry, there was one thing I felt great about is that this Colorado team would cover the spread, man. But they couldn't even do that. They had to sell that too. At the game. Just total implosion. But really, it all started with the quarterback play. Or the lack thereof, man. It was so bad. And we just needed to play a bend but don't break. We finally kind of broke there at the end, but we're talking about 27-yard drive. We're talking about Cam Michael. Maybe this is why you're not seeing the field, dude, because you're not getting your head around to take a look at where the punt's going, dude. Special teams, self-destructs. Greaves shanks one there at the end, dude. No area of our team was good in the fourth quarter. We had two areas that were pretty good in the first three quarters, but dude, everything just imploded in the fourth, dude. Again, this is why I got no confidence for this team right now as constructed for them to come back and win games. Absolutely not.
And how many people are forgetting? Technically, by the way, Salter should have had 4 picks. The play that he rolled out to the right and he threw and the guy jumps up and makes an amazing catch. Literally the same thing happened again, and he got lucky where it went through the guy's hands, and it almost got caught by Sincere Brown. A lot of people were pissed off saying Sincere dropped it, but they're forgetting that it should have been picked off again. There should have been 4 interceptions in this game for Salter, all on the same damn play. Absolutely crazy. What else do we got for Super Chats? We got more.
Yeah, this is great. Coach Barry. Pass the torch to Juju now, like Nebraska's Dylan Raiola received all season, and now he's putting in the work as they beat Michigan State today. Absolutely. Russ, Are you the rolling the dice on Kaidon Salter again after this performance?
I mean, it's hard, Dave, because we're 1 week away from the bye, and I would really like to give Juju the opportunity to fix things and figure things out. Because we've got what? Iowa State, bye week, and then Arizona. Is that right?
I think so.
And Arizona is at home, Iowa State's at home, or is Arizona on the road?
I don't know.
They're both at home.
Look it up.
That's what I'd have to look at. I mean, but here's the problem with how bad it was. Like, if everybody knows that you're waiting for the bye to put Juju in, like,
Oh,
what does
hell
that
no,
say for the
dude.
next game?
No, we got Utah after the bye on the road, then Arizona at
Oh,
home.
yeah. See, oh, shit. Okay, put him in next week. Put him in next week. Give him a game, then give him 2 weeks to get ready for Utah. Because that's going to be a hell of a game. That is going to be, it could be his signature game. It could be what puts Juju on the map.
Yes.
If Juju comes into Utah and plays a damn good game against Utah with how they're playing in Utah, with how tough it is to play in Utah, by the way, probably one of the toughest stadiums in all of the Big 12. Utah fans, I hope you like me saying that because I'm very impressed when you have games there. That's going to be kind of crazy. But at this point now, after this game and what just happened, where your team puts you in a position to win, and it is solely, it's solely. Heck, I will say this now. Even some of the Salter apologists online, I saw a few things of them saying that maybe it's Juju time. I think they're finally getting to the point where they're realizing. Because I'm sorry, those interceptions, Dave, not one of them can you blame on bad play calling. Right? Like,
no, dude. No,
it's
dude.
on the quarterback.
Dude, execute. And again, the play caller can always be better, man, when you lose. The play caller can always be better. Sure.
Always.
Sure. But at the end of the day, how about don't throw 3 interceptions? How about you set your feet and throw with some velocity? How about you don't save your worst throws and plays for the absolutely most important parts of the game? Dude, this guy sells. This guy doesn't have it. This guy is the anti-clutch, and the biggest mistake I made, Russ, the biggest mistake I made was saying Kaidon Salter wasn't a winner at Liberty last year because he lost all the talent around him.
Yeah, I said it too.
Kaidon Salter was good in 2023 because he had talent that elevated him. This guy was a loser last year. Showed no leadership capabilities, man. If you talk to Liberty fans, man. And he's been exactly who he is, dude, out here, man, just with a bigger spotlight on him. It's been an absolute miss. Coach Prime and the staff needs to learn from this in the transfer portal when you're bringing in high-profile veteran transfers, man, because you can't spend this money. You can't bring in a quarterback that doesn't understand what it means to be the face of a program and to just wilt week after week after week. Yeah.
I will say
we'll get to a few more of these.
Yeah, get to more. I'm liking the chat, though, for the most part. It's like 99%. Everybody's kind of on the same page now at this point, Dave.
There's nothing. Dude,
all year.
If Kaidon Salter ain't the problem, dude, you are a literal dumbass. I'm going to say that, man. Like, if you have some sort of weird agenda, because if you see this quarterback play on a team that you're not following, dude, you're saying it's booty, dude. Dude, this guy, I never want to see him touch the field again for the Colorado Buffaloes, dude.
I like Matty Perry Thomas, his comment. I think that's the thing, Dave. It wasn't that Salter was playing with skill. It was that Salter was playing bad opponents because that 2023 schedule was super easy for Liberty. And the one competition that they had against a top Power 4 team, he did not play well at all. So that was the truth. In clutch against good opponents, Salter was not good and has not been good, and it's carried over now. Coming to Colorado in the spotlight, we talked about it, Dave, this week. We talked about the leadership aspect. You're coming to play in the national spotlight. I don't care who you are. It's a Coach Prime team, and you're coming to replace Shador. Like, that is as, high pressure stakes as it comes, unless you're literally at like Ohio State or Alabama, where they have that own pressure. That is absolutely insane. The only person that can save this team, not only this year, but going forward, is Julian Lewis, who was literally made for the pressure, guys. The kid has literally been watched since he was 8 years old and been crowned a future prodigy. That takes some skill to be able to follow that up. It's time. It's time. It's time. Let's see what else we have.
Yeah. 5 companies sent him $5 over. Said, Russ, I need you to round the boosters to get Juju going. Do you think this is even a debate right now with Colorado and Coach Prime, man?
I don't think it is. I don't think Prime is going to sugarcoat this. He hasn't been sugarcoating it, except I keep hearing from people that, Prime is making up for the fact that he's a terrible coach by blaming Salter. What do you guys want to say at this point? Like, I'm sorry. Everybody in the chat, I like I said, 99%. There's a few people that I don't think are Buffs fans. They're saying it in the chat. Like, I can't believe you guys talk about your football team like this and that stuff.
We got like 1,200 people in here, so we're gonna have some.
Have you ever like watched anybody else's content for their teams when they crash out and things don't go well? Like we are just as bad as everybody else. Okay, we have absolute purpose to do this. Like I swear, Salter better go out there. He better, 1, speak to the media, and 2, he better take full responsibility.
Oh, he ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna do it, dude. He is not gonna do it. That guy has been the anti anything that you need from leadership, dude. He doesn't show it, dude. He doesn't show it. This guy's just going to say, woe is me. I just didn't bring it. It just, man, my head's just kind of been messed up since I didn't put up 400 yards against Wyoming. Man. Well, woe is me, man. Woe is me. I was willing to defend him, saying he was sick against Georgia Tech, man. But this guy has an excuse every single week, man. This guy has an excuse every single week. He's got terrible body language, dude. And you can see, dude, guys don't rally around him. We can't even call a full offense with this guy, man. Did you see the lack of diversity in the play calling, dude, in the second half? Dude, once TCU was like, oh, yeah, we just need to load the box to stop the run because their quarterback is absolutely terrible. We couldn't counter. We couldn't counter at all, dude. I got no belief in this guy. Again, if he's not leading the team, dude, he doesn't bring anything to this team moving forward, dude. Anyways.
Well, another comment, like, is Juju going to be ready? He's going to get killed by this? Guys, the offensive line is giving Salter 5 seconds back there. What else do you want? Like, this is the perfect opportunity for Juju to go in and play. And if he plays bad, who cares? He's a freshman. At least it's getting him ready for the future. Like, Salter, there is no future. This is 5th-year senior. He's done, guys. He's done.
Dude, he sucks. Your senior quarterback sucks. So what if he sucks, dude? At this point, you just live with it, dude. You'll live with it and hope that
we will be fine with it. We will be looking at these games completely different. I'm not crashing out if Juju throws 3 picks because he's a freshman. As long as I see some plays that are like, okay, I can see what he's trying to do. He's figuring it out. He's a freshman. And not only a freshman, by the way, Dave, a 17-year-old freshman. Like, that's the thing, guys. It's going to be fine. But if this happens, we need to realize we are changing the way we are looking at this team moving forward. Okay? This is going to be a completely different way that we are going to look at with Julian Lewis in. And that is the whole point. You might as well do it at this point. You have no upside on offense. At least with Juju, if people like what they see, if there's flashes of the greatness, it's going to help with recruiting. It's going to help with the next year. It's going to help keep guys around who are going to be like, I want to battle with Juju. Like, let me figure this out with him together. Like, that is a way to bring people together, even if you're losing games at that point. Yes, we have 38 seniors on the roster. Who cares about that at this point? They're not showing
up. They're all seniors who suck right now, dude. Dude, everybody sucks.
London Merritt. Guess who gets a sack tonight? Look at Seaton. Look at Gibson, finally getting some plays and looking decent. JoJo has more years of eligibility. He can stick around, guys. Like the guys who are showing up. Omarion had a fantastic game tonight, Dave. Like 2 touchdowns. He's starting to look like himself, and he saved Salter on that touchdown, by the way, coming back for it, making a great play. That is what you want to see. So, I want to see what these guys have for the future, and I want them to know there is a future. McPherson, absolutely killing it on the line. Guys, we have some unbelievable players on this team, and they are freshmen and sophomores. The best players on this team, every game in and game out, are our freshmen and sophomores. The future is bright for CU. Let's start the future now.
Dude, we've had 14-point leads against 2 Big 12 opponents with debatedly, because Oklahoma State's quarterback play has been very bad too, but not as turnover prone. So let me just say, we got the worst quarterback in the Big 12, dude. And we're getting out to leads. Again, there's just no there's no upside to keeping this guy in at all. Lorenzen saying it with the $2, saying let Dave cook. Salter's hot trash, dude. This guy wilts. He has given me no reason to believe in him as the season has gone on. And again, a lot of learnings, man. A lot of learnings for not only myself, but hopefully for the staff, dude. Is that you gotta vet these guys. You bring them in, man.
Bob's,
what you say?
He's absolutely right. The $4.99. I mean, absolutely right. That's what you see, Dave. That's what you see every time. He's one progression, that guy. Maybe 2 progressions. That's it.
Yeah.
And when he has
then
time
again, his
back there,
pocket presence is so bad, dude. The guy can't step up in the pocket. And again, some
he
of the times
freaks
that he does,
out.
and he's running around, dude. He's running around in circles, dude. Like, what is he doing, dude?
He panics when he has too much time in the pocket. He panics when he has too much time. Like, if I'm a defense at this point, don't blitz. Give him all the time in the world. Eventually, he'll just like freak out and just run away and do something that he probably shouldn't. Like, I don't get it. Because there was several times in that game where he had probably 5 or 6 seconds back there, Dave, and you could almost see it in him of like freaking out of what to do. What do I do? I've never had this much time before. What do I do?
No, dude. And he's so indecisive, dude, when deciding to tuck in and run it. And again, dude, the biggest thing of why I was like, do not play Julian early is this offensive line is a huge question mark. And they have answered that, as you said, dude. Like, I have no worries about putting him behind this line right now, and with a run game as well, because again, the offensive line has been the best it's been since Coach Brian's been here. But yeah, I just want to read this. Salter's had issues going through his progressions. The protection breaks down. He panics. We also had another one from Tin Bin Min. Hey, you can kiss my ass, but I will say it for you. Colorado does suck if you missed the beginning, man. I missed it. But thank you for the $2. All seriousness. Mike, throwing some $10 over.
Thank you, Mike. We need it. We need it.
Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations on Nebraska. They're having a great year. It pains me, but Mike, I'm happy for you, man.
Mike bought my half a beer tomorrow at Disneyland. So
you gotta cope. You gotta cope. Independent Thinker says, mind you, the O-line has been phenomenal. If Shedeur had this line, then make a run for the college football playoff. Salter's ass. I will say this, Russ. I will say this.
We'd be undefeated. We'd be undefeated.
No, it's not even that. I was telling my stream today, if we had Braden Fowler Nicolosi at quarterback, we'd be undefeated.
Oh my God, don't know, Dave.
Yes. Dude, this guy lost his job this year at CSU, dude. That's how terrible Kaidon Salter is, dude. Put Braden Fowler, Nicolosi, put a $250,000, $100K NIL quarterback back there in Braden Fowler, Nicolosi, dude. We are undefeated right now. I believe that to my core. Steven Montez, absolutely. I might even go as far to say Sam Neuer would win these games for us because this guy knows how to lead. Kaidon Salter has no leadership skills, man. And that's my biggest issue with him, man.
I don't know if I'd even go that far, but hey, I get it. I get it with where we're at right now at this point, because it's just like, what the... But I mean, like, we saw what happened with Staub against Houston. The offense was worse. It had worse problems. So I don't think he's
I was saying put in
either.
Staub, baby. I was saying put in Staub, man, in the fourth quarter. Like, you're not going to do that to Julian, but man, just screw it, dude. Might as well just put in Staub.
I mean... The problem, like I said, with Staub is I don't see a future there. That's why it's like, put Juju in. Just let him. We'll live and die from Staub.
Dude, we're undefeated with Arch Manning, dude. We're undefeated with Arch Manning. I'll even say that. I mean, he sucks, dude. Arch Manning sucks.
I mean, with the time and the opponents that he'd be playing compared to Texas, I don't know. We probably would. At least we'd have a future. I mean. There's a lot you could say about that. It's just that bad. It's just that bad. I don't know what to say, Dave, because it's just like watching that game. I'm just so mad that we wasted that defensive performance. Like, as bad as and crazy as that sounds, like the defense did what they needed to do for 1 week finally, and they get that kind of help.
I know, dude.
It's crazy to me.
Our team held on. They showed grit. Like, I know I was pissed off at the end of the stream, dude, just saying that they all suck, dude. Just a terrible performance. But really is a terrible performance by mainly Kaidon Salter throughout, the whole game. And the rest of our team rallied and held on. But again, at the end of the day, dude, we at some point, dude, we all self imploded. And again, it's kind of hard not to when your quarterback straight sucks. So, on the positives, dude, there are a few positives that I want to talk about. I know you mentioned Omari Miller, man. Zach Atkins. I really
had a couple great plays.
Yes, great blocks, man. Like I love seeing that.
He fixed himself. Last week, a lot of people pointed out on several plays that he wasn't sealing the outside block when he was being used. That's why they kind of turned to yo-yo for some of those plays. I saw him several times, Dave, get the outside leverage, hold his blocks correctly. He did the right thing. That tells me that he corrected and fixed things. Absolutely love that. Huge shout out to Atkins. He also had, I believe, he had one catch for 8 yards that I liked because he broke a tackle on that one, got a little extra yardage on that short one. So I love seeing that fight. We saw that several times from Akeem Williams. The play that he had at the end of the game on 3rd and long, where he has 2 guys draped on him. He fights through it, keeps battling, gets the first down. And then what happens, of course, on the next set of first downs? Yeah, we won't talk about that because it's the same thing we saw the rest of that thing. But yes, receivers had some, good plays at times. The offensive line, Dave, and we already talked about it. Absolutely unbelievable. I can't wait to see how they grade out. I'm assuming it's going to be another high graded performance because both
can't even put the sacks on him, man. Like you just can't
rushing and passing, Dave, was good today. Like we were gaining chunks of yards. By the way, I mean, Dallin Hayden, 9 carries, Dave, for 61 yards. Dave, 9 carries for 61 yards with a long of 25 that he almost took to the house if he doesn't get tripped up there by one of their defenders. Man. Micah, he had 2 fumbles that could have gone the other way that were very close. 12 carries for 40 yards. Draylon Miller, 7 carries for 14. He had a bad day at running back. And then Kaidon Salter, who is supposed to be our rushing quarterback, 7 carries for 11 yards.
Yeah, dude, man. This guy's soft, dude. He's tender. I said it on Wednesday, dude. This guy's tender. You can't come back from deficits when your quarterback, who's supposed to be your leader, that's not a captain on this team, is also tender, man. That's just
and by the way, on the defensive side, let's talk about the defense.
London
Merritt, baby. He gets his first sack of his career, 3 total tackles, 1 solo. By the way, Dave, we had 7 Dave tackles for losses.
Let's go.
7 tackles for losses on this team. That is what we were missing the first several weeks when we weren't getting the plays that we needed to out of the defense. The defensive line, who, by the way, we're missing everyone, guys. Okay, literally going to this game when the injury report came out and showed that we were missing over half of our defensive line, I was like, we're cooked. We're cooked. And yet they put in that performance on the defensive line, guys. Yes, our DBs suck, but the offense or the defensive line, 7 tackles for losses.
Yes.
You had 2 sacks against TCU. They did what they needed to do.
Yes.
And that is exactly what we needed to see.
Yeah, man. And I'm so happy about our young guys, man. London Merritt, Alexander McPherson, Amari McNeil, man. I was really looking for him to step up if we were going to be in this game. He was one of my guys we talked about leading up to this, and I thought he had his best game of the season so far. He was great. And shout out to Quincy Wiggins, man. You had 4 interior defensive linemen active for this game. Quincy Wiggins, I saw him lining up there at defensive tackle, a handful of snaps, being like 270 pounds. So, again, just wanted to shout him out, man, for playing out of position. And, again, the defense was bend but don't break. I'm not going to blame him for breaking there at the end.
I mean, what were they supposed to do? They were put in such a horrible position when, the fumble puts them in a scoring position after they just worked their butts off to get them off the field.
Yeah.
Like, again, what are you supposed to do with that? Yes, they aren't able to come up in that end, but they came up time and time again throughout the entire damn game and got the offense every chance to win this game. 3 turnovers the other way. That is putting your defense should not even, whatever. The last touchdown TCU gets is like, that's just cherry on top. Like, this was a one-score game was essentially what it was. And
Was it
we could
17
tie the
points
game.
off turnovers?
For them, I
TCU?
don't know. I'd have to look.
Look
Yeah,
at this.
I don't know.
They don't have that on
But
ESPN. That's really annoying, dude. I want to say it
we'll,
was
we'll have to wait and
17
see.
points off turnovers. I'm looking this up because that's the difference in the game, dude. Right there.
I don't know what the points were because, Dave, in the first half, even when they got the turnovers, they didn't get points. The defense stopped them. Because we held a 14-point lead. Maybe on the last turn. Well, the last turnover, obviously, the fumble off the punt ended up in a touchdown. But the first 3 interceptions, I don't know. I think that was, I think so, 14 points off 4 turnovers.
Maybe something like that. I mean, yeah, I guess that's the difference, man, right there. Shout out to Kevin Riley for the $5 super your way, Russ.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Kevin. Appreciate you, Kevin.
Coach Barry says, guys, I bet Juju's feeling like Shador is sitting on that Browns bench waiting behind bums, knowing he can carry teams, dude. I mean, that's what I'm super excited for, man. I know we've been talking about ad nauseum, but yeah, man, I think it's pretty clear, dude. We've talked about this too, how when you go to Juju,
2 touchdowns. Yeah.
14 points. When you go to Juju, you want to have 100% commitment behind it throughout the whole program. The players, the coaches, everything, man. You do not want to divide anything like that. All these questions about Salter, dude, they've all been answered. So I think, like, right now, again, there are no questions. We've talked about there's no upside to keeping this guy in, dude. I'm not going to go as far as, again, I don't think he's a bad person or anything like that. Still suit him up, right? But if he's not going to pout, but he should not be starting another quarterback or another game at quarterback for CU moving forward, man. He's been so turnover prone, and again, turnover prone at the most crucial parts of the game, dude. It's Juju time, and I'm sure that the rest of the team wants to see this too.
Yeah, and to anybody else that wants to make excuses, the other excuse that I've been seeing, Dave, all season long for Salter, and it's coming up again, is, put Shador with this team who has receivers who aren't going to the NFL, and he wouldn't be successful either. Guys, the receivers are open. Do they get open every single play? No. But are they open? Yes. And to say that they weren't open on the interceptions tells you you're not paying attention, okay?
Dude, he's not throwing with any anticipation.
Those are 100% on the quarterback with no anticipation on any of those interceptions, okay? They are absolutely happening. We can be out-coached every game. We can be, making mistakes from other players and having other things and the defense being horrible, but guess what? It comes down to one common denominator every single game, and that is quarterback play. Somebody said it. It is every single time. Quarterback play can be attributed to this loss at some point or another every single time we've lost. Thank you again, Kevin, by the way.
Yeah, Kevin with a $20 saying, tough game. K. Salt needs to take a leadership class from Jameis Winston. You're absolutely right. Hey, Russ, I'll be in Colorado next weekend for Iowa State game. If my wife does not go, I'll hit you up to see if you're available.
Hey, I'll go. I'll go with you, Kevin. I'd love to be a part of that and go to the game.
That'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun, dude. Thanks again for the super chats, Kevin Riley. Thanks for supporting us. Russ, shall we talk about some other support? I'm thinking maybe we probably see London Merritt and Alexander McPherson possibly with their own Taco Bell Cup next.
I mean, they are the future of this team. They are the future of this team at this point, guys. But also, let's talk about it because the number one person we're talking about all night is Julian Lewis, who is going to be the future, who needs to be the future now. And Julian Lewis, you guys can get him on your very own Taco Bell collectible cup. But that's not all, guys, because how many out there have tried Taco Bell's new Cantina chicken menu? Because you're in for a treat if you have. If you haven't, I guarantee you should go out and get it. Taco Bell has launched a new era of chicken, and it's not your parents' poultry. The Cantina chicken menu has debuted with a new flavorful chicken that is slow roasted, perfectly seasoned with Mexican spices, including garlic, onions, and a variety of chilies. Additional premium ingredients highlighted on the menu include shredded purple cabbage, white corn tortilla shells freshly fried, and pico de gallo fresh daily. Absolutely love the Cantina menu. Try the amazing shredded chicken in a crispy white corn tortilla with cheese inside and out. That's right. The taco has cheese on the inside and the outside.
Ooh.
You guys need one right now, okay? So go to your local Taco Bell, try the Cantina chicken. And if you're in Colorado, combine that with the $7 buff box, and you can get your very own collectible cup with one of CU's future players. Look at that box. It's absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it. Taco Bell is also a proud sponsor of CU Athletics and will be donating $1,000 to the Golden Buffalo Scholarship Foundation for every touchdown scored. And guess what, Dave? This offense is at least consistent. 21 points again. That's 3 touchdowns for another game, meaning $3,000 more dollars to the scholarship fund. Thank you to Taco Bell. Buffs love the bell, and so do Buffs fans, because now we can go drown our sorrows with a Baja Blast and a Buff box. Thank you again to Taco Bell for sponsoring David Talks Buffs and
God
Buffs
bless
News Weekly.
Taco Bell, dude. That was a beautiful read, Russ. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to Colorado area Taco Bells.
That's
Putting
right.
food in our bellies and money in our players' pockets.
That's right.
That's what I love. That's what I love. No more super chats right now, so I'll try and get back up to what's going on currently, man. But anything else you want to bitch about?
Well, I kind of wondered about this. If everybody didn't notice during the game, Coach Prime had his shoe off. He said he's been complaining about his foot again. And it sounds like, based on what somebody just said in the presser, he might be worried that he has some leg issues again. So who knows what this means for Coach Prime, and we'll have to take a look at what happens when it comes to his health. Again, thoughts with Coach Prime, and hopefully that can get resolved, because I'm sure that's annoying that that's coming up again, and I hope it does not lead to something else with Coach Prime going forward. We are not calling for Coach Prime's head. Anybody who is calling for Coach Prime's head is absolutely ridiculous, because the moment the Coach Prime is gone, CU goes into obscurity and the program doesn't matter anymore, and we're not going to be successful. I don't care who comes in here, unless they're literally pulling Nick Saban out of retirement. We're not going to be any better with any other coach, and we're not going to be able to get a coach that's doing that. So that's where it's at. And no, in mini rankings, it's not that he's retiring. I mean, the team is building. The best parts about this team is the future, the young guys. Okay, the young guys on this team. He is not going to ride this out when it comes to failing at CU. That isn't what Coach Prime does. So yes, we hope that his health is going to get better. We hope that it can be figured out, but that's where we're at. The reason we lost this game is 4 turnovers, guys. It's simple as that. And 4 turnovers are not coaching. 4 turnovers are the players and the execution of that. Yes, S's. We talked about it all week. Pat Shurmur is on the last year of his contract. I guarantee he's gone. They're not going to renew his contract if the offense is sputtering and having issues at different times. Trust me.
All the guys that people want gone, Pat Shurmur, Kevin Mathis, Andre Hart, dude, all those guys, their contracts are up, I believe, at the end of the year. So it will be
the only one that
interesting
isn't is Livingston at this point.
Yeah. So, I guess usually position coaches are on 1-year deals for the most part. But yeah, hopefully Marshall Faulk sticks around. I've loved what we've seen out of our running game. Gunnar White, those guys. So, man, I to be honest, man, I don't really got much else to say other than that, dude. I'm excited to see us turn a page. If we do not turn a page this week and start Julian Lewis, I'm going to be upset. But again, I mean, you've just seen like the last 2 weeks in crunch time against BYU, and then throughout this game, man, we are having to overcome quarterback play to win, dude. And that's a true sign you got to get out of there, man.
We're not terrible at recruiting talent, considering that all of our high school recruits are the players that are actually showing up. It
Maybe we don't
happens.
recruit enough. I did a video on that, but I think that we're better at developing high school talent than maybe they anticipated, man.
Absolutely. I want to see it though. I want to see Julian Lewis. I want to see what's happening going forward. This is his team. Let's figure it out. Let's move on. Because Dave, I can be fine with losing if we are building for the future.
Yeah, of
Let's
course, man.
let's let's pack it in for that. Let's go for that future. Let's go for the recruits. Let's go for building this team into next year. Because guess what, Dave? We've got some good pieces on this team.
Yeah,
We've
man.
got some
Yeah.
good pieces.
Offensive line's coming into shape, dude. I know we're gonna have to replace some guys, but again, I like what we've seen out of Yo-Yo Atia. I think that he's going to be looking good to start next year, and yeah, we'll have to see how the development of the other guys is looking. But I still think the future is bright here. And again, you got 38 seniors. Your record right now is 2-4 with 2 straight 14-point leads blown. I don't care about seniority at this point. You don't deserve to be on the field, man. Like, this year isn't about you anymore, and it was in your control. You shown that you couldn't get it done. So these guys are getting paid. This isn't a sob story. These guys get paid in some cases to absolutely suck. Good for them, man. But it's time for us to move on, man. It's time for us to move on to Julian Lewis, and let's see a young leader come into form and start this next era, man. So, Russ, again, I'm out of words, dude. Any final
Yeah.
takeaways? Tell us what you got going on in your channel.
Yeah, I'm on vacation right now, guys, so nothing on Monday. We'll do the call-in show Wednesday afternoon before we do the Buff Blitz Wednesday evening, so be on the lookout for that. It'll be coming back on Wednesday. Gonna take some days to kind of figure this out. Hopefully, we get some news in the next couple days that's not bad. Hopefully, we don't hear anything bad about Coach Prime, and that can get taken care of quickly. And then hopefully, we hear that Julian Lewis is taking over. But my guess is Coach Prime's going to keep it close to the vest. We probably won't hear any of that because he loves his gamesmanship.
It will
But
be leaked by a
overall,
reporter.
yeah, overall, this is really bad right now, really bad. And I'm worrying about Coach Prime's health right now and hoping that he is doing better because obviously something is wrong, that his foot is in that much pain again. And you know, guys, we're right here. We need to make a decision. They need to make a change. They need to make a decision. But I'll hear from you guys on Wednesday. Make sure you guys tune in to the show. You're subscribed, all of that, so that you guys can call in to the call-in show on Wednesday afternoon, and of course, join Dave and I Wednesday night for the Buff Blitz, so we can talk about the next game against Iowa State, who, by the way, lost this week. They have not been looking good as a football team. I was looking forward to potentially winning tonight and going into Iowa State and potentially winning that game, but now we'll see what happens with this team. So that's what we got going on.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be a fun week, I think, to get ready for Julian Lewis. And like I said, man, it's the Big 12. You can win every week, man. There's a possibility. Can we execute? We'll find out. But yeah, Russ, enjoy your vacation, dude. Have fun. We'll see you on Wednesday. Thank you all to everybody in the chat. And one more shout out to our super chatters: Kevin Riley, Coach Barry, Mike, Independent Thinker, Tin Bin Min, Pobs, Lorenzo, Phi Company, and Booney So Random. Dude, thank you guys. Sco Buffs.
Sco Buffs.